Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing well. Now I'm also doing fine. Just think this is gonna be a very, very, very good morning for everyone, so that I can be able to continue with the assessment tool that I've shared with you, which is a revision basics of how to look at the production curves and understanding the marginal product, the marginal cost, the average product, and also looking at the stages of production, which is stage 1 and stage 2 and stage 3, and also knowing what are the properties and what these stages do hold, right? Since you must be aware of the short run curve and also be aware of the long run curve and the differences between these long run and short run dimensions, as we are concerned about maximizing the profits, right? Then with that being shared, let's look at question 2, which is calculating the marginal product and the average product using the data that is provided in table 2, as you can see. So this is 10 marks, guys, right? So now we need to know how to calculate the marginal product, right? So how can you calculate the marginal product? You use the total product. So what do you do is that you see there is zero labor total production. If you have no labor in your production system, then there will be no total product that you will find, and there will be no marginal product, and also there will be no average product, right? So let's say maybe you are in a production system of you are in a production of producing maybe cabbages, right? You need workers, you need laborers. But look, if you have only one labor, the total product, you only have 2 that you had maintained as your output, right? And you must know that now you also have the marginal product, which is also 2. And now you have to know about the average product. What is an average product? Average product is the output divided by the single input, right? Which is what? Which is 2 divided by 1. And that will also give you 2. Then in filling this table, so now you have 2, right? So what do? You say 8 minus 2, then you will have 6. It is 6. Then you say 12 minus 8, then you have 4. Then you say 15 minus 12, then you also have 3. Then if you say 16 minus 15, you have 1. Then in the average, based on the average product, you remember say y over x1. So therefore, in that regard, you will have to say 8 divided by 2, which will give you 4. Then you say 12 divided by 3, that will also give you 4. And you say just like that in continuity, then you will have 3.75. Then you also have 3.2. Then that's how you do it, right? But then now you need to draw these production cost curves, right? So now I'll stop sharing this and share Excel. Right. And for that, we have 2, we have 6, we have 4, we have 3, we have 2, we have 4, we have another 4, we have 3.75. Actually, didn't post that of 3.2. Okay, side 0, 1, or I've missed 2, should be 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 8, 12, 15, then 16. All right. Then you have your 6, 4. Then you have your 3. Fantastic. Then you have your 1, right? So then we must draw. How do you do it? Just scroll the first one. So these are the labor units. Then you go to insert. Then you do it like this. Then you go to insert. And you go here. And you don't want this to vary like this. Cut out this one. This is only for the total product. Then you get inside your graph. You put options, text axis, and not the labels. Then you have here, you will have to label your x-axis. This is the label, right? You open your bracket, then you say unities. Then this is your production. All right, missed that. Okay. Production cost. So we say these are the production cost. Next. Then you simply say is either you count them, total product, and marginal product, as well as your average product, right? Then once you're done about this, then you are able to click in. You click in, then you select data, then you add this data. And all you do, this is for the marginal product, right, guys? So since this is our marginal product, we go there, we say marginal product. All right. So the marginal product, you go there, then you scroll the marginal product. Okay. Something went wrong here. Okay, so you insert it in your, we insert your x-axis, our x-axis, labor, then our y-axis, you put your marginal product, but different ways how others can do it, still okay, but this one is more efficient. Then you add it, right? And you add another one. In this case, it is your average product. All right, yes, it is your average product. I don't want this video to be so long. I'll cut it short. This is the average product. Then you put okay. Don't want to. Then you say okay. To move this one away a little bit so that this portion will be clear, fair enough. Then go back, select your data, and you say average product, right? And you say your x-axis, you still take one for the labor, then you then have your average product. Here it is, done. Then okay, this is taking a lot of space. Okay. So here are your production curves, guys. So what you must see, okay, this one exceeded, then you delete it. You select it, edit again. Erase the total product, TP, and X dash from 0, right? Now Y, total product is this one. Okay, fantastic. Then got them just like that. So now, fair enough, now you can be able to observe the point of what? Of inflection, right? So you can see the point of inflection where all of them, they are in the point of, this is the point of intersection, right? So this says that we're in stage 1 of production, but once we're here, we're now in stage 2 of production. But here, from here, since now we see that our total product is now greater than the marginal product as well as the average product. So now this tells us that we are about to get into stage 3 of production. And what we know is that we have 3 stages, right? So then you must have a way of showing the stages. You go to illustrations, you go to shapes, guys. You must have ways like how to put it. So you say like this, either you write like this, then you say this is your stage 1, right? You say this is your stage 1. Then what do you do? Again, you go there, you take it, again, take another one, put it where exactly you want it to be. You make it the color that you want it to be. Then but hopefully everything now it's clear. Then you are able to say it's stage 2. Stage 2. Then you'll be able to just go through just like that. Then you must be able to point this one, which is your stage 1, and this is your stage 2, and this is your stage 3, right? But what is happening is that up to the level of input, where the average, where you average It's marginal. Up to the level of input where your average product is at maximum. That is where you would find that your marginal product is equal to average product, right? So we can see that clearly, fair enough, within our stage one of product, which within stage one of production, right? Where we see that the point where the marginal product is equal to average product, that is where we know that this is where our AP or average production is at maximum. So which is here around 4 units of labor that had been incorporated within between 2 and 3 units of labor that had been incorporated into the production system, at which that is where we find that the marginal product is equal to the average product, right? So in this stage, we found that the marginal product is greater than average product. That is where we are in stage one. So you touch this one, you see that your marginal product. So if we're in stage one, we will see that the marginal product is greater than the average product. Then you can also see that because you're looking at the gradient of the average or of the marginal product, it is greater than the one for the average product. Then says that we're in stage one, which is this stage. Then what you must know is that it is profitable to produce. Then it will pay the farmer to continue to add the input as long as the average product will keep on increasing and until the average product here to its at maximum, at which we see this is what is happening. But what we know about stage one is that it is irrational to stay in region one, and we had just proven that. Then stage one, you will see it with the point of inflection. You will see it with the fact that your marginal product will be greater than the average product. Those are the tips to see and to locate your stage one of production. But when we come to stage two of production, that is where that we are finding that the total product is rising, but at a decreasing rate. And we know that the marginal product is now trying to decline, and where is true, because we see now that our marginal product, as you can touch it, you see that the marginal product is now saying, no, I'm trying to decline down until it is now declining with a decreasing rate. Right, so in this stage, it really shows us that it is a stage of diminishing marginal returns. This is the rational zone of production in which producers who seek to maximize profit will operate. If you remember the diminishing marginal returns, right? The fact that you are using a single input, but then you are continuously adding this input until the input at which you are adding is now saying, I'm filled up, right? It's more like I'm fed up. So this is the stage where you find that the optimum level of output per input that is determined, like the input or the product prices, that is where you have to determine the product prices, at which this was done by other chapters. But with that, guys, it's a clear note on how to draw these graphs. I will stop sharing this one and come back to the writing work so that you must be able to see this exactly how it should be, right? So everyone now can see. Then this is just a short clip for the short run production curves, which is the average product, marginal product, and total product. of labor with 3 stages of production. And then hopeful guys, I'll just do the short clips to just emphasize some of the little bit of the concepts as we go through. Thank you.